And welcome to Little Squid League 41! It is time, the groups have been completed and we are keeping for you the cream of the crop. The diamond bracket is going to open and we're going to start with these two teams, Moonstars versus Krill Streak. Hey, I'm Bat, here with Axo. Axo, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm like always pumped to watch and cast over Little Squid League. These teams are always here to have fun, and yeah, it's always a fun one to watch. We are changing things around, and I think there's more than one players per team, so please bear with us.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I love the MS Go-Go versus Camox, and Camox. That is a very good set. I'd love to watch.
Yeah. So yeah. There are 4 players on each team, hopefully, and you need 4 players when you go to play Tower Control on Manta Maria. Like it's honestly a good Tower Control map to have. It's a pretty tough to get onto mid and get the tower rolling, but once you're able to reach that second checkpoint, if you're able to, like, this is where the big fights happen. This is where the map's usually decided at that second checkpoint where you're able to pull through, to go through, or not. And we'll see how these teams are able to do.
Yeah, and also especially when you drop down into the main area of the enemy base, that is a very big area where, you know, you can you either get the knockout or the enemy team can wipe your team out. So there are many places where the stage can flip, and here we now go into the match.
Yep,
so
and
now we've got interesting double wiper, zap, and custom range with carbon, octo shot, splash, and head it. Both teams running that cooler option, only one team, however, running bubble. So this will be very interesting.
Yeah, and we can notice that there's no backline in this lobby. I think the longest range weapon is that Platinum Stamper, especially when the grab tank is activated on the side of Moonstars. Moonstars already at the tower, they want to push it right away, but the zap is going to fall down. Everybody's falling down. It's 2 down on each side. The tower stays into mid right now. Both teams still looking at each other, trying to get some control over mid, and we're still into that fight. But it looks like Krill Streak is going to push the tower to the first checkpoint.
Yeah, also just barely missing it. Bubble not going on the tower this time. Now Quilty trying to claim checkpoint 1. Fate. Oh no, hold on. They do like get it barely. Obviously, Moonstar's trying to keep that solid defense, but slowly falling down. Another bubble, not on the tower. However, still staying near it is a good option to be in there for defense.
And that bubble was like allowing to keep the tower on the checkpoint for longer. And it looks like Chris is in danger. Chris is getting in. Moonstar in danger, trying to defend. The second checkpoint is broken. And Grillstreak are still moving forward, are still getting in, but Carbon is hunting for that splat right now, while Camo is just dancing on tower, activating the bubbler. That's going to be the final checkpoint, and there's nothing to stop the KO. What an opening game by Grillstreak.
Yeah, very, very high stakes, and Grillstreak, obviously, they are not taking any prisoners this round. They want to get that victory. And they did it really well, especially with that Carbon just going off. Obviously, Moonstar is trying to keep that defense, but once again, they keep falling down. So that opening game very interesting. But now we move on to, I believe, is Splat Zones on Barnacle and Dime. I'm not sure.
Drumroll. I don't have the map list right here. We'll see where it goes, but yeah, it's.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, we're getting confirmation that it's going to go onto Zones Barnacle.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Given that Moonstar has a crab tank on their team at the ready, like they had a bit more range and they were playing a bit more with their range that Grillstreak was doing, and on Manta, not that useful. On Barnacle, this could be very, very useful and allow them to keep the zone a bit longer,
Yeah. Obviously, this map is, I'm not sure, because I've not had any encounters with it, but it could be one of the maps where you could reslide a cheese with it, and that, obviously, reslide a cheese, you don't like it at all. No one likes it. But yeah, I'm just bringing it up, because, it's an issue. But, obviously, we'll have to see if Moonstars can come back and settle the scores, making it 1-1, play that last game to decide who moves on.
Hey, a comeback is always possible, especially, like, we had groups, and there was a long break to get the seeding of the brackets. Like, teams had the time to cool down. And it looks like Grillstreak, they managed to stay warm. They managed to stay hot. And Moonstars, maybe they fell asleep. They still have the opportunity to come back. But it's a best of 3 act. So that means if they want to come back, they need to do it now. Because if they lose that game, tournament's over for them.
They lose this, they can't move on.
Yeah.
Because game 3, you can only play it if it's 1-1. So if they want to make that win, they need to make it now. Because after all, it's now or never.
So bring a Reef Slider, I guess.
Okay, no, what I don't want to see is 4 Reef Slider deaths.
Yeah.
I do not want to see that, okay?
Yeah. 8 Tetras on the...
No.
Come on. It would be fun.
That's true, okay.
For someone. For us, the viewers, it would be fun. The players are going to bring the weapons they like instead, and both teams are bringing that stamper with the crab tank to the mix. So that's going to be like pretty important. Which team is able to make the best out of their crab tanks?
See, equalizing that range. There's now both Moonlight and Moonstars and Grillstreak getting good range. Obviously on the backwards top. And obviously we love to see backwards tops,
Yeah, we're pretty fun, but it looks like Moonstar right now are getting 2 down onto Grillstreak. They get control of the zones and they're moving forward, getting onto that platform, and Blur getting the splat right there is securing a lot of points for Moonstars because it is so tough to get back onto this map right now. Moonstars is in a very, very good position in that game number 2.
Yeah, obviously holding the zone very important. obviously Rain does now popping that
Ooh.
trying to get a pick on Camo. Unfortunately, split the zone. Moonstar still getting a solid lead at 50 remaining, but now will Filthy be able to equalize this out and maybe push a bit further?
Yeah, pretty tough run right now. Krill Streak, they need to hold there. They're looking at the lead right now, especially with Milk getting in with a Carbon, getting into the fight with Nova. They get splatted though, it's 3 down. The big bubbler to slow everything down is not going to be enough. Moonstars are back onto the map. They have a lead to come back from, but they're back into the fight. We are now back to the fight for mid.
Yeah, obviously that 8-point lead, that obviously could be the way that Kill Streak settle this win. However, Moonstar is still putting a solid ground on mid. You know, will the penalty Moonstar obviously break into game 3?
Yeah, it's going pretty well, but Krill Streak are not stopping. They're gonna keep that lead. They're gonna go forward and get a few more splat mods. Gets punished, bro, but it's not going to be enough. Krill Streak stays in control of the zone. Moonstar still struggling to get in. They have 2 down, Axo. It's going to be pretty rough. Penalties almost done, and Krill Streak are looking to get even more points.
Yeah, obviously Krill Streak now keeping Moonstar's up the pace. But now Moonstar's slowly getting her way back into the zone, looking to recap it and put a higher penalty onto Krill Streak. And the 41 penalty now added. Now, obviously, their Stamper they've got 2 specials already, both being popped at the same time, whilst Krill Streak pops their special. So, you know, a very interesting fight we've got on our hands.
Ooh, yeah, very interesting indeed, and very good trade on to Krill Streak. Moonstars are staying in control right there. They're looking to get that lead. Milk with Bazooka looking to get a splatter too. It's not going to be soon enough to defend the lead. Moonstars get the lead right there. It's huge, but with the bubbler deployed onto the zone, Krill Streak able to just push forward. And Krill Streak has been pushing forward so much. Milk getting a triple, looking for the quad, and that's a quad by Milk.
That is honestly amazing. Obviously now was trying to get ahead and destroy the lead, or you know how Koshi trying to get the lead. Obviously almost succeeding now, but you know Asher just trying to get into the zone, trying to flip it over before they get themselves, and it is successful with the junior popping a bubble right next to zone, but you know. Crab and Kraken at the ready once again. We hopefully see some amazing plays. Crab being popped right now, and then the Crab also can. It should be very interesting to see if Moonstars can also claim more points. 42 seconds left on the clock.
This is not over, but Moonstars are done with their penalty. They're looking to hold the zone just a tiny bit longer. 1 point is all they need right now. They just need the 1 more point, and they're able to repaint the zone. Getting splat after splat, they're gonna get the lead, and they're on their way. They're on their way to a game 3.
They did it! They did it!
What a game!
Probably the most adrenaline rushes game, obviously with that quad from the Carbon Roller, but then Moonstars managing to get that knockout that they needed.
Moonstars, they came back from getting wiped out and losing the lead, and in the last minutes are able to just come back in there and still get that W, still pull through. It was really that ability to hold the zone, to not let the zone be fully captured despite having a big bubbler on it. And that means they get to game number 3. They get to stay alive in this.
Yeah, obviously game 3, Clan Blitz on Scorch World. This is a very interesting map because is this one of the maps where you've got the greater lead into the enemy team space? If it is, you've got 2 options to push and score your clams. So obviously there'll be a very. I'm thinking we'll get relatively the same comps because I think Kraken is very helpful to start your push, especially on this map. So I'll be really interested to see what we're getting, and hopefully it's not something stupid. Because I shit last time. I did not want to see 4 reflux decos. Which we
That's not
didn't,
gonna
but
happen. That's
yeah,
not gonna happen.
hopefully. This time I better not see 496 decos.
Yeah, I mean, Kraken is not as strong as it used to be in Clan Blitz, and these teams have shown that they like their weapon diversity. We're gonna keep having frontline and midline weapons with
Yeah.
lots of speed, lots of ground control. I expect Stampers to come back because Stamper
Yeah.
can do so much. If you deploy your Stamper on mid, you can control a lot of space, and in there, that allows you to just take that grade, take the flank, and get into the basket,
Yeah.
which is what you want.
Yeah. See, going with backless comps, your the basic team mobility that does like increase by a mile. Because remember, if you do have backlines do tend to be slower, and that can really reduce the speed of your push. And then now you'll be able to get as much points as you can. Now entering the Clan Blitz match right now, interesting to see the comps. Let's have a look.
Yep, and let's have a look for this final game. Doubles Patana still on that side, and the obvious side, the Stamper is
Ooh.
down.
Swapping out the stamp from the shot. So, the carbon splatter shot and, head it, they stay. We'll see now. The question is, who's going to get that first opening push?
Yeah, we'll see. Well, Krillstreak, they have a lot of paint on the ground right now, and they already have a splat and looking to get a bit more camo getting in. Ooh, that's a lot of splat right there. Krillstreak only need a super clam, and they open the basket. That's already an opening push for them. They get to 74, but not that much. Moonstars able to get back into defensive positions and to maybe push away. Yes, the crab tank is activated. That's going to allow them to breathe a little bit and take back control. 68 is not that big a deal, but ooh, Krillstreak are still in the fight right there.
You do have to realize though, just because 68 might not be a lot, but it could be all the Krillstreak needs to win, because there are many matches where the other team can make a push, but it's not enough. But now we see Krillstreak having another power clam to hopefully get another push. Moonstar's having 2 down, but the Kraken has been popped, getting a splat on the shoulder. That head is still taking. Oh no! Another push! So obviously approaching now with the second power clam, but Fate getting splattered in the process. The carbon scoring, but now one down on each team. They're trying to keep that basket open a little longer, but now just the basket, they're gonna have to pick up that pity.
Yeah. It's Krillstreak is not relenting. Krillstreak is staying in that offensive position and trying to go in again and again and again. Moonstars are struggling, and Moonstars are getting picked up by the bombs right there. Camo getting in there. The bubbler right under the basket is going to allow them to, I mean, not bleeding under the basket, but it's going to allow them to just keep their position there, to just stay there, stay ultra threatening, and they already have another super clan at the ready, but they really want to get in, and ooh, another down on the side of Moonstars. Moonstars not really able to do much right there. The Kraken is going to be enough to push Krillstreak away, though. Lots of fights left and right.
Yeah, obviously that power clam now just going away. It's not easy for Krillstreak to make a push now. Obviously, Moonstars upping their game and clearly defending, but in the opening section of this game, Krillstreak is not taking any pushes from the last game.
Yeah.
2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Now, the question is how Moonstars create that push. Oh, shot going down, getting splattered by the range.
Oh, Milk! Milk is still behind. Both Milk and Camo are on the flank. They were the last two standing on the side of Krillstreak, but they were still attacking. Now that they're sent back, the Moonstars get a little bit of breathing. They need to get control over mid. They need to connect a lot of clans because there's only a minute and a half left. in this game, and they have 3 players down again. Krillstreak are not stopping. This is really their map.
Yeah, obviously keeping control of that mid. Moonstars just trying to hold onto their base whilst they can before another push could happen. But here, they're trying to make another power plant, but Milk can't find the clan. Still Azuka at the raid, being popped now. The attach caller on the Pushbeat and the Kraken for Moonstars. So,
Yep. Last minute incoming, and Moonstars needs a huge push. Moonstars needs a huge amount of clams. They're still fighting for mid right now, and Krillstreak are not stopping the attack. No, but trying to get in is going to give control to the top of their Gongo, getting in with a Kraken, looking to get a few splats. He's not finding it and gets punished right there. Krillstreak is back on the attack.
And
They're going to open the basket.
They're going to score!
Yeah, they break the barrier, and Moonstars back on defensive.
Can they break their penalty? That's what I can see right now. They've only been able to score that.
Ooh!
The other member,
Astra!
going down with their power plant, unable to make that final push. But now, seeing Moonstars slowly taking control back to mid. 9 seconds on the clock. Look, I'm excited to see if they can create that final push that they need. Olo going down. Everyone's alive right now, but Krillstreak just holding on to mid, making sure Moonstars don't take that lead.
Yeah. Yeah, and right now it is now overtime. Since Moonstars, they need to get in, they need to go forward, and Astra is too late. This is going to be game 3 going to Krillstreak.
See me, yeah, Krillstreak now advancing to round 2 of the Diamond Bracket, going against, I believe, is Magical Cure. So that'll be very interesting to, see how it plays out. But as for now, we do not know how, who we're going to be seeing next. So as for now, we'll see you in a bit.
Yeah.
And welcome back to LSL Diamond Bracket. Now in round 2, watching Squid Sushi and Riptide quarterfinals. Would be very interesting to watch. Best of 5, I believe. Obviously now
Yep.
joined again Pat. Yeah. So what are you? What's your expectations for this?
Well, I expect the best of 3, so we'll see how it goes. And yes, we have all the players from both the teams.
Yeah.
And look at, I mean, one thing that first thing that I see is that logo on the side of Squid Sushi. Like, gotta give props. That's an awesome logo.
That is amazing.
That's the
Obviously,
top tier.
Yeah, see, I also love Riptide's icon. Like, it's just amazing. Obviously, props to both everyone who made those logos. But I'm very as you said, it's best of 3. I'm very sorry, I got that mixed up. Anyways, that's not what we're here for. We are here to see some very good gameplay.
Yep,
I
we
can't
are
see
here to
anything.
start.
Oh,
Yeah,
here
it's
we
fine.
go. Here we go.
We're getting there. We're getting there. And yeah, we're going to start with Rainmaker onto Undertow Spillway. It was good before the rework, and honestly, it's even better. Like
Yeah, I love the
it's more
I love the
intense.
hidey hole. It's so good. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what there is to not love about it. Obviously, but this map, wasn't it got the change where it didn't have the unequal ground anymore, so that is much
Yes.
easier for it to work around. Obviously, 2 checkpoints as well. Obviously, in Rainmaker, you want to keep in mind that if you do want to reset it, it's just better to just leave it then and make sure no one grabs it, like someone to defend it instead of jumping off. Because if you do jump off, then you lose a member of your team. So it could essentially be less players on your team that are meant to be defending. So
Well, on this map, every time I'm commentating a set on this map and one team decides to let the Rainmaker reset, someone sneaks in, grabs it, and gets a lot of points. So be very careful, be very careful. I really recommend grabbing a Rainmaker and just going forward with it, because you're like avoiding a lot of problems by doing that. But here we go, we're here starting.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, ooh, I see a charger.
And then the Neo Sploosh Very interesting to see.
Okay.
What else? You got a Dread Runner as well,
Mm-hmm.
Octo Shot, Splatter Shot. So we've got a tactical on both sides, but apart from that, no, we've got disconnects. We've got disconnects. We do have a disconnect. So I think that's a replay.
Yeah, that's an early disconnect, which means a replay for Squid Sushi. Honestly, both of his compositions looked like pretty different in how they played. Squid
Yeah,
Sushi may be a bit more classic in what they do, like backline, etc. Well, Riptide with the sploosh track, they wanted to get in. They wanted to go fast, and we'll see how they're able to do. It's all going to be about Riptide. Are they able to cut the distance and get in?
yeah.
But yeah, well, disconnects happen, it will be fine, players going to rejoin the room, and we'll be right back into the game in absolutely no time.
Yes. I see everyone in, chat. I see everyone. Don't worry. We'll be back soon. Obviously, this is a good time to teams to discuss some strategies. Sorry, I cannot get my words out today. Anyways, yeah, so good time to discuss strategies, how they're going to play. Obviously, with the different weapon compositions, the play styles will be very different. So I'm excited to see how each team plays out against each other.
I'm really wondering what the Neo Sploosh will do, because I don't see a Sploosh into competitive that often. Like, that's an unusual thing, so I really want to see how it's going to do, and here we go. So no change in terms of comps, we will go straight into the fight now.
Yes, and please don't disconnect this time.
Yeah, especially, I mean, according to the rules, you can't disconnect that much in a set. So yeah, better get it boost. The opening pop is going to be for Squid Sushi. Squid Sushi are running in, trying to get one. They get one, they get two. And that's going to be an opening push for the Sushi. Got him in there and almost getting that checkpoint.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were going to go for an electric push because Zap being opposite and then placing it. But no, Riptide managing to make a comeback. Like, grab the Rainmaker, striking over on the right, but two members down again on Squid Sushi. The Dread just trying to get. Oh my god, wipe out! Obviously, that's Riptide guessing that with a well-needed checkpoint. How will they push?
Yeah, and with that wipeout right now, Riptide is looking to go forward, looking to get a bit more. There's no Aninka wall right now. They need to do swing forward, but they get splatted. 30 points is a pretty good lead after 1 minute of gameplay, but it's certainly not over. Ho-Ho activating the grab tank. That's going to allow Squid Sushi to get back into mid, to get back into that fight. Now all they need to do is get that space, get forward, and yeah, that's what they need is mid, and they're fighting for mid right now.
Yeah, obviously with a 70 points on Riptide, and then around 33 to Squid Sushi. Now Riptide grabbing the Rainmaker again. Going down. On the crowd, but going down afterwards. This is a very good match. Obviously, just over 3 minutes on the clock again. So this match, it could go either side. There's enough time for that.
Yeah, and we can see the power of having beacons right now. Riptide has the advantage. And thanks to the beacon, they are respawning faster. They're getting back in the game faster, constantly fighting. And Squid Sushi just lost a fight. Losing a fight when it's your opponent that respawns faster means that you have to move back, and Riptide gets another push. Getting in with the strikes, and try getting one. It's 2 down onto Squid Sushi right now. It's 3 down onto the Sushis. Ho-Ho needs to get the splat right there to prevent the KO. They're able to get it. Squid Sushi is still alive into this game, but that was a close one. 14 is the lead for Riptide right there.
Yeah, obviously that was a very good push from Riptide, but Squid Sushi just barely managing to prevent that KO.
Yeah.
Very good defense. So, you know, now Dread going down, getting restarted cancel. Riptide are staying on the offense, but the Rainmaker does go back to mid.
Yeah.
The Crab and Vac, and Zuka all being very open right now, and then the Crab and Zuka being popped as we speak. The Crab, you know, trying to get rid of any
Ooh,
in
that's...
their base. This is very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a very difficult one right now for Squid Sushi. They're not really able to get out of their spot. They're still defending as hard as they can. But 3 down onto Riptide. This is their opportunity to move forward. They need to make sure that there's no beacons around if they want to get in. There's the answer by Riptide. That 2 down already, 3 down. That's going to be the end of that push.
The wipeout.
Yep, that's a wipeout. Riptide, so strong right there.
Yeah, obviously very strong on the offense and defense. As we can see right now, obviously every member of each team being alive. But you know, all Riptide needs to do now is just keep that lead going, and you know, they will win round 1. See Dooley's going down right now. The Sploosh having very well already been popped right now. But no, 2 down. Tactical is still ready for Riptide if they need it, but you know, Squid Sushi just trying to open that push, grabbing the Rainmaker.
They're getting in and they have the back. The back could allow them to get the checkpoint. They need to get in now, though. It's just Ari, and it's going to be a wipeout with 5 seconds left. It means Riptide gets game number 1.
Yeah, that was a very exciting match. You know, from the start to the middle to the end, and the amazing push that Riptide did, now making it a 1-0 to Riptide. What was your opinion on that match, Pat?
I feel like Riptide were in control. Riptide had like played the map better, were faster, were getting in, were winning the fight, they were responding better. Like Squid Sushi needs to up their game and match that kind of speed. Now Squid Sushi in the previous round, they didn't go against any team because we had 13 teams in this diamond bracket, this top bracket. So Squid Sushi, they just back from a long break. And meanwhile, Riptide, they were fighting for dear life. They got a 2-1 against Evolution. So, like, Riptide came in hot, Squid Sushi not so much. And Squid Sushi needs to regroup, to get their head back in the game and start gaining as well, because, I mean, they're back to the wall. It's the same scenario as earlier, Axel. We are in a best of 3, and now it's do or die for Squid Sushi.
Yeah, and also this map, Tower Control and Hagglefish Market, personally of mine, it is one of my personal favourites. I love it. Like, you know, the Tower Path, amazing. Obviously not one of the best ones, because, you know, you've got things like Ink Blots, Stink Shot, like Ship Shape Cargo Co. You know, but this is a very good map. So, you know, the fights, and obviously the splats, anything could happen on this map. And then, you know, so it's going to be very interesting. And obviously, as you said, Squid Sushi does need to step up their game in order to stay in this set.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a rough one, but I mean, Hagglefish plays very differently than Undertotos. You have much wider open spaces. That's going to allow Squid Sushi to see Riptide coming, to prevent these fights before they happen. Squid Sushi should have a little bit more leeway in what they can do. And since it's tower control, you have that momentum effect that the tower gives you. It's going to change the dynamic of this game a lot. Squid Sushi is still very much in this game, but they need to lock in, because Riptide, all they need to do right now is win 1 more game to get into semifinals.
Yeah, so, you know, now just waiting for the match to start. But, you know, this is going to be one set if Squid Sushi can make this push, because, you know, the last match was amazing. So, yeah, now we're just waiting on this next match to commence. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Just waiting and waiting.
Yeah, we are just waiting, and honestly, anything could happen. Like these two map modes are so different, and Squid Sushi, they're not done yet. They had really trouble getting some ground, getting some coordination, because there was constantly someone from Riptide to their side into the fight. On this map, they will have the opportunity to coordinate, and here we go. Here we go. We are starting. The pencil is coming on the side of the Squid Sushi. Meanwhile, Riptide bringing back the vanilla charger.
Yeah, obviously the Forge Pro coming into play for Riptide. Yeah, also the Ari now using the Neo Splash mid, getting contested as we speak. See one member trying to make a push on the right, but no. Riptide taking the tower onto 98, so it's a very interesting opening section.
Yeah, interesting indeed. And right now there's 3 down onto Squid Sushi. Riptide are maintaining the momentum, are maintaining the attack, and with the delayed warp right now, they are at checkpoint 1. And they're getting it without much resistance. They're just going to go forward and forward. Squid Sushi needs to make front. They need to stay solid. They need to stay on the map. They're able to get back control of that tower. Ooh, Ari not dodging the Booyah Bomb right there. Riptide are still in attack mode. They are not stopping the attack and getting
strikes coming out now. Riptide passing off with a 50-point lead. I really want to see Sushi start making the comeback that they need to make it. Otherwise, they can't get the set, and then they won't be able to move on. Jade trying to use the bombs to the advantage, popping the Cider. Used out of it. Booyah Bomb also being popped.
Yeah, lot is going on. Both teams just fighting around that tower. Riptide still in control. Squid Sushi still struggling right there to hold their ground, and Firewave still trying to get in with the vacuum by Mick right there, getting in, and we see the fight coming. 2 down, 3 down onto Riptide. This is a wipeout. This is a wipeout. Squid Sushi gets to go forward. Yes,
a well-needed one. Yeah, because if they didn't get that wipeout, then Riptide was going forward. 61 points leading from Riptide. But now Squid Sushi making a push that they, as I said, they need it. So it does beg the question of can they make it? Can they make sure that they can surpass Riptide in the game?
Yeah, well, right now they need to get past that first checkpoint, and they're fighting, but it's not enough. Nobody's on the tower. Okay, back to that checkpoint. They still fighting for it, and Riptide just getting in there, getting the splat. Jade not jumping away, just jumping to the side. That's going to be bad. It's a wipeout again, and Riptide holding the checkpoint and the lead are back on attack mode.
Yeah, obviously Riptide managing to keep defense up and make sure that Squid Sushi can't make it any further. Bubble being popped again, and Booyah Bomb being thrown directly at Cider. Now Riptide once again approaching the second checkpoint, managing to just make it again. Increase the
back!
Yes, they do break checkpoint 2. See, 2 members from each side. Riptide still has that Zuka being popped, and right now, but the Zuka is the only alive. But it will be popping. It does go down. Not providing any jumps. The crab being ready for Squid Sushi's next total push. Yeah, and right now Squid Sushi needs something big. They're 2 checkpoints behind, but Crab Tank activated, gets one, and is pushing all of Riptide to stay through. The Mick is getting cold. Full Hole is on fire right now, getting splat after splat, but they fuck up the tower. Oh, and Firewave
ending the push right there. It's going to be tough. We only have 50 seconds left, and Riptide, all they need to do is keep the tower into mid right now. They're pushing it. Shiro with the junior has to move away. Kokoi as well. Riptide still defending. The Booyah Bomb is going to delay things, but not enough. 30 seconds left, and Squid Sushi are still trying to push that tower. 2 down onto Riptide. This could be the opportunity, but they need to keep someone on the tower, Axel.
Oh yeah, that is true. Tactical being popped on the tower. Koi still behind the tower actually.
Yeah.
Trying to just get them off. Usually trying to get first checkpoint, but 2 down on each side. They need to get on the tower. The crappy pops on the tower, being shredded immediately. They need to get on the tower. And no, the overtime is cancelled. Riptide take this set 2-0. And, you know, the Squid Sushi just being unable to make that final push that they needed. But overall, a very good game from both players. They really played amazing. But, you know, that was just so interesting to watch with, obviously, that opening push from Riptide and then that second one that we did see. Game 3, Makamart Zone, we just won't be able to see today, which does mean I don't have to see Wiper Deco, yes. No, not Wiper Deco, Reflux. Yeah, but apart from that will be it for us. Obviously now we'll move on to the semis. You will be joined by Sofa King and Coastline. We have obviously we've enjoyed this, me and Pat.
Yeah, very much.
But you know, now it's our time to go. We will see you sometime soon, maybe next week when we do Minocop. But you know, apart from that, we hope you all have a lovely semis and finals, and yeah, have a good one.
Just starting, by the way.
Good afternoon, splatters, and welcome back to Little Squid League 41. We are picking up right where Pat and Axel left off, bringing you some diamond bracket action. My name is Sophie King,
There's a
captain of
diamond
the
bracket now?
Rays. Oh, you betcha. Instead of gold, one level above that, Coastline. Are you excited?
Sure. I didn't know that there was a diamond bracket now. I mean, like,
I'm jealous. I wanted to compete for diamond bracket when I was playing in Little Squid League.
I'm jealous now because I just got banned. Oh.
I got banned not too long ago, but hey, some of these teams are looking pretty hot, especially Krill Streak, who we've seen on stream earlier today, and we're looking at a great matchup with Onigiri. Folks, let me tell you, Onigiri has only dropped one game all day, and it was one round to go, so they're looking hot too. But Coastline, I think you said you had a favorite in this one?
No, I didn't. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to drag your bias out of you. I want to hear it. As we see milk on that carbon.
It's heavy-headed spotling Nuvo on Krill Streak with the... Like, hold on. I know Chara mentioned this. People sleep on aggro edit. And it's true. It's actually fun as hell. I can walk at people when they die. And then I plow crap and they die, and then I throw spot bombs and they die. It's so fun. It's honestly
I love that weapon. But we do see Krill Streak going 2 down here as Onigiri is going to kind of be roaring in with this Squeezer. Coastline, what are your thoughts on Squeezer? Do you think it deserves a place in the meta? Do you think it's usable? Do you think it's overpowered? Tell me what you think.
Yeah. Next question. Next question.
Yes, the overpowered.
As a tri-stringer player, I hate fighting it. I know people are gonna say, "Yo, just shoot over it." It free-taps me, and I have to reposition anyway. A lot of things suck for me in the meta, like finding a team that sucks. It's not even part of the game, but if I hate it, I hate it. I just want to play. That's it. But Squeezer's always been solid. I've never seen Squeezer not be solid. Actually, no, that's a lie. But still, it's always been a solid weapon, and I don't think it'll ever go down because Nintendo just likes shooters way too much.
Almost a lead flip from Onigiri, as it seems like this neutral is pretty bloody so far. This carbon roller, though, so we're talking about Squeezer being in the meta. Nice Zuka pick there from Redlu. The carbon roller, though, I don't know if you're watching the stream earlier, was going kind of nutty. Do you think that, like, what does the other team, or what does your own team need to do to enable a carbon to succeed?
What you need carbon to do is you need to paint. You need to paint way too much, and I think with Zap and Edit, you're gonna get that paint. You're gonna get that paint like really fast. But also against a comp like Pencil and Shot. Holy shit, Wipeout. Yeah, with a comp like Pencil and Shot, they're gonna paint you as well. So you have to get faster at painting. But if they're just gonna wipe out, then who cares? Go and paint as much as you want, and then the carbon can do whatever. Like go back into zone.
I think I'm with you there, but 2 will go down for Krill Streak. That's kind of an opening for Onigiri to sneak back in here with the Stamper getting 1, the zone flip, and I think something I looked at earlier when Krill Streak was playing is they didn't have a tent player. They had like a junior or a T-Tech, which was giving a lot more paint for the carbon, and I think that's somewhat lost here with the tent instead.
Yeah, tent needs... No, actually, no. Tent doesn't really need as much paint as people think it does. I've seen like high level run Squiffer and tent with Zap. Wait, no, not with Zap, with dualies. So it works. It 100% works. I don't know for carbon, but I mean it's working right now. They're
yeah, you bet it is.
Holding the lead. Yeah.
That was an unfortunate series of jumps that we saw from Krill Streak that kind of gave the control back to Onigiri, but they've got their Zipcaster ready now. They're trying to hold on. Now, if you're running this comp, obviously there's no bows here, right? But what's kind of your plan of retake if you're Onigiri here?
If you're Onigiri, You have double Zuka, so just press your frame 1 insta lose and you win.
Zuka is so good on this stage.
You get 6 frame 1 insta loses, or you could just go in like that. That works too. But the frame 1 insta loses work too. You got 10 seconds. You can pay for Zuka. You got it.
Real Streak is just looking to hold the zone to get a dub here. The pencil has something to say about that, able to flip it back. With less than a minute to go, that's a big penalty. Onigiri has to try and pull something off here to get through that penalty, narrowly avoiding the bomb there. The Zuka is out. The tent goes down. Redlu trying to avoid that Zuka. A jump back from Camo. Oh my goodness, this is getting a little scary.
All these guys have to do is just get their frame 1 insta loses, but all Krill Streak has to do is just be better at the game. With those crabs, and obviously they still have double Zuka as well, but they're not going to get it as fast as Onigiri because they're playing weapons that can actually paint. But oh wait, no, the flanks exist on this map. I forgot. We have an actual map in Splatoon 3. I forgot.
Isn't it nice to have a map where there's multiple options into mid? Isn't it unforeseen and amazing? As Kaiko getting 2 with the Zuka, trying to flip overtime. That penalty is low. Oh my gosh, Coastline, they're going to make a shot at this, and the edit goes down too, so they're staggered. You kind of have to go in and disadvantage here. Onigiri really just needs 1 pick to secure a win. The tent is pushing up, you see. It's going to get pinched, traded by the shot.
Wait, hold on,
Zuka coming in. Oh, they're trying to flip the zone. Oh my god.
Oh, they're holding it.
No, they can't.
Oh wow.
Onigiri, that was a crazy game.
What a way to start off the semifinals.
Oh, we love that.
Hey,
I mean, the top 4 teams in LSL, right? Like, we know we're going to see teams that are hungry for that win, teams that have been dominating all day. But, Coast, my question for you is, now that Krill Streak is on the back foot, we saw maybe 2 ink-hungry weapons with the Carbon and the Tent being played at the same time. What do you think their counterpick strategy is here, and do they change anything about their comp?
Meta.
They go meta here? They go meta?
Now, as we're gonna see, we're gonna go to our second favorite map, Little Judd. There, wait, no, that's not Little Judd. That's Big Judd. We're gonna go to Judd now. I think Judd is a very technical map. It's still
the map is just Judd's house.
Yeah, it's just Judd.
Judd's litter box.
It's just Judd. It's a little technical. It's a little technical. You're gonna need to push really hard with your specials, and yeah. What do you have to say about Little Judd's litter box?
Well, I think that Judd's litter box is probably. Never mind. I was gonna say it's Moray Towers because both that map and Judd's litter box smell like the same thing. Tower control Hagglefish, though. Now, I think this is an interesting counterpick coming from Krill Switch because I feel like Carbons tend to struggle here.
Krill Streak.
It's Krill Streak. You're right. There's so many. There's Ultra Krill Switch. I apologize, Krill Streak. You guys are in the top.
Guy ever gotten the name right?
I know. I can't believe it. Krill Streak. I'm gonna pound that into my brain. But either way, Coast, tell me this: why would they counterpick this if they have such a good Carbon on their team?
If it's such a good Carbon on their team, I don't know. I don't play Carbon, but like they have the paint. They have the paint for it. Honestly, if you want, you can just put what is it? You can put their Carbon behind the tent shield and just let them go crazy. There's nothing to counter it. What are they gonna do? They're gonna have to shoot it. They're gonna have to shoot it.
Looks like they did switch to V-Roller for the bubble.
Oh, they did. Oh, V-Roller is. I think it's better on zones. Wait, what? I don't. What am I saying? I think it's better on tower control. But I also think Carbon Deco is also just strong. There's also Machine. I've been hearing from some friends that people sleep on V Machine. At least now, because there's no crab meta and it's 5 frames faster. I mean, I agree. I think it's still a pretty solid weapon if you just want, like, if you already have a Zuka, if you don't want another Zuka, but you have a Machine player, just put him on V Machine. Get you a little combo.
I love that. It didn't work there as Onigiri's going to win the first engagement. Milk's the last one left. But as far as that opening goes, I mean, we like the changes that Curl Streak is making, but Redlu coming through again with that Zuka. Holy smokes, what a nice opening. And then how do you sustain a push here, Coast? What's your key to getting that crucial stagger?
You really want to take care of their tent. I normally will sit on tent sometimes. If you have strikes or just like any form of AoE special, it's or even bombs, it works perfectly. And plus people hide behind the tent as well, as you saw with the crab back there. So for this comp, if you just put if you just like, okay, again, just press your frame 1 insta lose Zuka's, but strikes.
Redlu!
Strikes also. Dude, what is Redlu on?
They're going crazy.
Did they put their big brother on the controller?
I guess so. Give it to Big Tommy instead of Little Timmy.
They're going hard right now. The crowd's going hard as well.
Yeah, nice advantage from Curl Streak. Good defense. I think maybe the roller went a little bit too far there, but Nova kind of rebuilding in mid. A lot of specials ready for Onigiri though.
I don't think the roller had enough paint to retreat out of that. And as you saw, the Booyah bomb there, it's you put it on tent and then they can't go there because it's an AoE. The pencil can't sit there. Well, now the pencil's sitting there now because there's no more. They don't have anything else. But you can just do that, and it's free. It's so free. I hate it. I don't do that. Don't do that for me.
Again, we see the roller kind of starting things maybe a little bit too early, not getting quite enough paint. Redlu with a terrific pick in the edit. Man, staring right down the barrel of that gun.
That's so true. And getting okay, just go for more kills. Go for more kills. You know, why not?
Yeah, pretty dominant offensive showing by Onigiri here is Redlu Zuka, which has been so deadly for both games so far. Oh my god, Redlu getting two so deep in the enemy spawn. Oh, that's going to be the second check for sure.
This is a frame 1 insta lose. They can't do anything. Well, I mean, they can do something, but not if they're getting picked off. Please.
Yeah, that's a nice retreat from Kaiko because you push it to 18. Now, Coast, in how often is 18 going to be a game-winning push?
Pretty often. I think for low level, it's much more often than you know, when you get into mid level or things like low ink. Now, even in low ink, you're probably not going to see 18 pushes if they're not KOs. But I think here, for like LSL specifically, because this is capped at Div 7, and also Krill Switch kind of being goats, at least from what we've seen on stream. I didn't watch the stream, I'm just going off of you. It probably won't end on 18, or it might end on 18, or it could just end in a KO for either one. Goodness.
Yeah, I'm excited to see a dominant position for Onigiri for sure, but we see Krill Streak in a nice push here, losing two though. They're going to have to back up and hold the space that they currently have. Oh, see, that's what you don't want to do, is you don't want to try and force tower when you're already down, because now Kaiko's in mid, and the mid is all blue once again.
You could force it for points, but now look at this. You lost your splash. Yeah. There's no more crowd. And now the map is blue. And now they're back in mid. Now they're back in mid with Cooler. They have Zuka.
Redlu with the Zuka ready? No. That's the last thing the enemy team wants to see is Redlu with that Zuka online.
Are they back? Are they back at it again? Maybe. Or maybe not. They lost their pencil. That's their longest range option, and on a backless comp, that's good. That's good for them.
Yeah, nice final push attempt, but the GG strikes Onigiri has at their disposal. Coming up now, yep, and that's going to be the game. 2-0 lead for Onigiri. Coast, we have seen some absolutely crazy play from the shot. We have seen some good roller play, but maybe a little bit of desync up front for Krill Streak. I mean, your back's against the wall now if you're Krill Streak. You're down 0-2. Do you just kind of like it keep doing what you're comfortable with, or is this the point where you kind of start mixing things up to find something new?
For me, I'm honestly bad on any other weapon, so I would just say Tri-Stringer. But
Have them go quad tri-stringer.
Go quad tri-stringer. Foot on Rainmaker. Foot on Epic Shredder. You win. You win immediately.
I am doubting if that would work. Quad tri-stringer. I believe in the power of one bow. I don't know about going with more than one unless you're doing like a tri-stringer reef combo. Who knows? But counter pick wise, man, I don't know if Hagglefish was the right pick for a roller. So what kind of other options do you think they have going into this third game?
I think if they're going to keep the roller, they could go to Manta. But I was going to suggest Mako. I was going to suggest Mako Mart. But Manta
anywhere where you can have these tight corridors, right? Where the roller can shine, where the roller can get behind you. I think that this is going to be way more viable.
I think more ledges are better for roller.
Yeah.
So they can shark, you know? They can hide behind the ledge. No one sees them. You'll get your 4K.
I love that.
But Manta also works because there are a lot more places to shark as well. And I don't know about Rainmaker. I think Rainmaker is fine for this map, and it's a map.
It is.
I don't know. I need you to say something about Manta.
Well, you know that
I don't know what I'm doing.
if you're Red Lou, right? You know that you're still going with that just react Zuka. So how do you mentally kind of come at that as the other team, knowing that the Zuka's tearing you up? Like, what do you have to do differently when you're contesting that?
You probably want to stay behind more cover, like hang around bunker, or just anywhere that the Zuka can't see. It's not saying that the Zuka can't hit you, because the Zuka can hit you. Please nerf it, Nintendo. But as long as you're sitting in safe places and just letting the Zuka run its course, they lost their insta-loses.
I'm with you. As we do see this comp that was earlier on in stream for Krillstreak coming out with the Shot Junior Carbon combo. That is a lot of paint output, and that's what led them to their first set win. So I think this is a good counter pick from them.
Now this comp lets Carbon just go wild. You just go paint for them, and then Carbon can run into their street. Look at this. They might get a pick. They did get a pick, and now they have Zuka. Now they're behind them. No one's looking at them. Go get your picks. Go get your funny little picks. Even Zuka.
Oh my god.
Who cares? Who cares?
Getting Redlu with the Zuka. How the turntables. The early check for Krillstreak. I love to see it.
I'm not gonna lie, you said how the turntables, and I thought that was normal. I didn't remember that was the meme.
I kind of forgot it was a meme too. Who even knows anymore? What's the real phrase and what's the meme? But we see a nice Zipcaster coming out here. 30.
How the tables turn. That's the real thing. That's the what? Wait, sorry, what you say?
Oh, I just said 32 is a huge push for them to open.
32 is a very huge push to open. Now they just need their Carbon to go get their picks. And I don't even 20 bomb in bracket right now. Do it. I'll give you $5.
Milk is definitely capable of that. They're definitely the kind of player that can pull that off for sure. As one will go down on Onigiri, the advantage is flipping back to Krillstreak. Although,
never mind. They're just walking forward. Never mind.
Yeah, Redlu held W to a triple. That was a terrific showing there. Now, do you rush check here? What's your option? What do you like to go? Left, right? What's your preference in this map?
After 3K, it doesn't matter. Just go. Don't get it. Don't get it. Why are you sitting up there? Go. Just go. Like if you get games, just run it. Doesn't matter where you go. They're gonna have to respawn anyway. Yeah. And then the one guy's shaking in their boots because it's just the one guy. Like that's 4 other people. No, actually 3 because Redlu went down. But you get the point.
Yeah, Redlu was unable to replicate that awesome triple from before, as Milk is going to go up and get a nice clean pick on the Stamper. Looking for the edit, is probably going to get it. Nice work by Milk to clear up mid.
Unfortunately, no cooler.
Yeah, but Kaiko looking to try and push in is going to get pinched here. And it looks like advantage is kind of slowly going back in favor of Krillstreak.
I do think so. I think this comp was definitely more suited to enable their Carbon, and their Carbon's definitely mechanically skilled enough that, who knows? Maybe Onigiri just doesn't do anything about it. Maybe.
Yeah, it kind of makes it seem like they should have been doing this comp the whole time because this was what was giving them such success earlier. So, well, I mean, obviously we'll see how this game turns out, but I'm sure if there is a game 4, they'll probably stick with this comp.
They can 100% stick with this comp. But if they do win, it's going to be a counter pick. So, yeah, they might not. Who knows? They don't get
At
another...
least the other team can't counterpick a Hagglefish. That'll be a good
can't.
one.
Oh, right,
Wow, that's a crazy pick. Now Onigiri is really close. I think they're going to get the lead off of this with 3 going down. Just the Carbon is left.
Oh,
And they're threatening a knockout here, able to get it all the way down to 10.
Okay, now it's just a Squeezer. Now the Squeezer's gonna go back because they don't want to fight it 3v1. Or I guess they do. I guess. Well, okay. I guess they do.
Yeah, getting those jumps in, getting the pick, I love it from Kaiko. Oh my gosh, the fall off for that. That was crazy to shut down Milk. That was huge.
Squeezer, I apologize. I was not familiar with your game.
Not familiar with your game, Kaiko. We love it.
I was not.
So 1 minute left. What does Krill Streak have to do? Because this would be a pretty monumental comeback. But I mean, their tournament set is on the line here.
They popped their strikes. They popped their cooler. They could have waited to use strikes. Those were very premature. They have to push the cooler now. They get their Zuka too. We're watching the Zuka. Didn't do anything. Okay, they're gonna have to go and paint for their. They're just gonna have to paint. They're gonna have to outpaint. They're gonna have to dodge their 2 frame 1 insta loses. And whatever they can. Milk has to put in a lot of work as well, since Milk is their breadwinner right now.
Yeah, nice pick on Kaiko from Milk. But man, that rain's going a little too fast. Oh, when you have to go so far.
Milk is doing way too much for this team. Bet this man an Oreo. I don't know if that was a funny joke.
I enjoyed it. No Oreos this time for Krill Streak and for Milk, as Onigiri will advance with a 3-0 sweep to grand finals. Folks, these guys have only lost 1 game all day, and they are super, super close to winning all of LSL.
100%. Yeah, they're very good. They are very good. I could say, I could just like trash on them and say, oh, you're using 2 Zukas, no skill, haha. But nah, they were doing pretty good. Their Squeezer was goated. Red Lou was goated. MVP of the entire set.
Oh, agreed.
Yeah, their sword was putting in some work too, and then pencil.
Yeah, I think we saw a very a meta comp from Onigiri, but played and executed very well to the point where obviously they were able to make that, a decisive set in their favor. And I'm sure they are chomping at the bit to play in grands. On the other side of the bracket, we have Riptide, who we saw earlier beat Squid Sushi, versus Sonata. We're going to take a short break, folks, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly with grand finals. Welcome to Grand Finals of Little Squid League number 41. I am back here with Coastline Bo, and we've got a terrific matchup for you guys, Onigiri and Riptide. Coast, we've seen both of these teams on stream today. Who do you think has this one in the bag?
I didn't watch the stream until now, so I only know about Onigiri. my fault. Gee.
Well, what did you like about Onigiri? What did you like about them from the previous set?
I liked that Red Lube was good and their squeezer was good.
Hey.
Anyway, we're on Mahi zones now.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I love that. I love that. But yeah. Riptide, on the other hand, they just pulled off a crazy Game 5 victory in semifinals. They've got momentum on their side. And let me tell you, when we met a couple weeks ago for Little Squid League number 40, Riptide finished top 8. So this time they're on quite a run all the way to Grand. So they're going to see if they can complete it. But I think this may already be a PB for them. But I think I gotta agree with you. The Onigiri, I mean, they've only dropped one game all day. They've got that terrific double Zook comp, and that just seems to be the meta right now.
Yeah, but I think popular opinion is leaning more to Riptide right now. With the poll that we started earlier, 91% of the channel points went to Riptide. So it could be even. It might not be. I might write off of the public's opinion on who I think is gonna win, but I also put my faith in Onigiri, especially after their 3-0 victory on stream.
Yeah, I think either way, we're going to see a really nice close match between two talented teams, and it's all come down to this, right? The last two teams in LSL, I think we had, 49 teams today, so the last two duking it out here in Diamond Bracket. Now, Zones Mahi, we were talking about that. What is the key to success on this map? What kind of weapons do you like to see here, or do you like to run when you're playing this one?
I'm not sure about weapons, but in terms of playing the map, Mahi's very lockout heavy, even after the map rework, which did very little for the map. So the best thing to do is win your first mid fight, and then rush right into their spawn and just hold their spawn. That's all you have to do. That's it. If the other team can outplay you, then that might not work all the time, but that's how you normally want to push on Mahi.
I think I'm with you, and I think if you're on the retake end, it can be dangerous to try to retake before that water drops, just because you have way less space to operate, way less options to come back in. Now, taking a look at this, we see the double shot coming back out from Onigiri. And on the other side, I mean, we saw Firewave tearing it up earlier. We've seen a lot of bubble today. What are your thoughts on Junior in this current meta?
Hold on. I think Junior is honestly pretty solid in the meta, but I just want to take a moment to look at Riptide's comp. They're running coolerless. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, for sure, especially on zones. I mean, I feel like, let me know if you disagree, I feel like without Cooler, it's just going to make lockout so much easier for the other team.
I do disagree with that. For Gridlock, next week I'm running a coolerless comp, but I think it comes down more to the skill than what specials you have in the game. Obviously, I can joke about, oh, you have Zuka, frame 1 insta-lose, GG's, but if you can outplay it, like Red Blue didn't, you know, we don't even need Cooler. We don't even need a Zuka.
I think that's fair. I can see that as Riptide is going to be pushing forward into the base, that lockout that we were talking about earlier, and we see the Booyah coming out. Let's see what kind of a pinch we can get here, because the next stagger on either team is going to kind of determine where these points are going to go as we see this water come down.
100%. I do also want to point out that they're running Forge Pro as well, which I think is also solid. I think people sleep on it, but you have to be fighting Sword now with your range, and even Squeezer as well, which are both very solid weapons. And again, I will joke one more time. I think Scamper's privileged as hell, but you know, if the pro can do it, the pro can do it.
I feel like you hate every weapon. You hate the Zukas, you hate the Stamper. You're not letting anybody have any fun, are you, with the weapons that they like? I love it, though.
Let me tell you, hating is a sport. Hating is a sport.
As we see, ooh, it looks like Riptide is able to take the zone back. Kind of a key fight here with Shiro on the side. Able to get one, but Shiro's going to be the last one up. Going to have to kind of scamper back. So Coolerless, I think you're right. It hasn't really been like too detrimental for Riptide to play without this Cooler. They're kind of holding their own here.
100%, yeah. It just takes good players to experiment and theorycraft and figure out how to play around no Cooler.
And I think the key to that, right, is we haven't seen that huge Zuka pick from Redlu yet. That's where the lack of Cooler will really come into play. But if it's not going to happen, then you're right. They can just outplay.
That's definitely true. It's definitely taking it back to what is it? BP meta after the nerf, where it's all just play whatever you want. And just outplay your opponents. That's the meta that I like. Here, it's all just let's go gambling, right? You know, you pop your Zukas, you get a wipeout, but they have Cooler. You pop your Cooler before they do, and then you have an advantage in the fight. You know, it's all a big gamble. So seeing Coolerless is pretty much just how good are you at fighting people who are faster than you, who have Zukas just shooting at you 24/7. How can you play around that and just like figure it out so you win?
Nice clean pick there by Firewave, who's going to be popping the Zuka against the pencil. One of their teammates is going to go down. They're getting kind of rushed down here. Oh my goodness! Another clean pick there to kind of sustain mid, but you got to try and flip this zone back sometime soon if you can. Yeah, we love to see the shot versus shot gameplay, especially when there's no Zuka cheese involved. Getting the Squeezer, just going to ignore that Zipcaster, which isn't able to do much since they don't have zone. But man, Coast, I mean, I'm with you. I'm really liking this comp that Riptide is pulling out, and I think that Shiro is playing support really well, and it's just being able to keep up so much pain for Riptide.
I 100% agree. I'm seeing Shiro kind of be like a little bit more aggressive as well, which I wouldn't expect from Junior, but you can do it with Junior. It's just hard, but well, just mechanically outplay them, which we're seeing right now. That's a double. That's a double. They lost their frame 1 instant loses. They got to hold this for 10 seconds. They got to hold this for 5 seconds now. 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
That's
huge picks.
Oh my god.
That is game 1 going to Riptide.
Just an insane stagger towards the end from Riptide. I mean, the game winner was that Vac, right? Where they were able to get one just kind of in a fight outside of that, and then the Vac was able to clean up more, and it just seemed like it snowballed from there. But hey, I am happy to eat crow about Coolerless because I thought that Riptide played that really, really well. I thought that Shiro was underrated in terms of how much stalling they were doing. There was one point around the middle of the game, right, where Riptide went 3 down and they lost the zone, and Shiro popped a bubble and flipped the zone back by themselves. And that is just such an insane stall. Like, we saw some really great support play. But on the other hand, we also saw a really tight set. Well, we didn't see it, but a really tight set in semifinals where Riptide was forced to a game 5. So I don't think this set is over by any means. What kind of counterpick do you think we might see from Onigiri?
I'm thinking we're gonna see Judd's litter box again, as we're seeing on game 2 right here.
They always pick that.
I've never seen anyone not pick that in Little Squidly. He's weird. Like,
is this the Splat 4 version of Tower Control Inkblot? We see Tower Haggle again.
Oh, never mind. It's just the last set. Okay, so Tower Haggle. What else do we have to say about it? It's a market.
I don't know. I mean, I was surprised when I saw Krillstreak pick it because of the roller, but I'm less surprised here because they've got the double Zuka and they've got, I think, a lot more, midline shooter contesting things that you're going to need at Hagglefish. So I think this is a good counterpick from Onigiri.
If you're Riptide, and that's not me, I'm not Riptide, but I'm going to assume that they're going to keep the junior for the bubble.
Oh, yeah.
For the bubble, especially against double Zuka, just to hold them off. Like, they pop Zuka, just pop your bubble. What are they gonna do? Shoot the bubble? No, they just wasted like 2/3 of their shots.
And bubble goes so hard here against Zuka too, because it takes up almost the whole width of mid. So if you're placing your bubble right, the Zuka's completely cut off from anything good that they can shoot.
Even better, you can put it on tower as well. Let your charger roam on tower for free, and then have everyone else go and fight.
Yeah, I think this is going to be great for both teams. I'm excited to see what kind of adjustments. I guess for Onigiri, because you know that bubble's going to be coming out so often, do you move off the double Zook, or do you just keep it if it ain't broke, don't fix it?
I believe after the last set, they may stick with double Zuka. I'm not sure what else they would pick, so they might just stick with the squeezer in the shot. However, I do wanna turn this around on Riptide. Do we think that they're gonna put up Cooler now for game 2 or no?
That's a good question. I would think that it would be more effective on zones where you need to be back to recontest quickly, whereas tower, that tower's moving slower generally. So I don't think they'll change, but I mean, especially because their comp is just so strong for tower, right? As we see Tricks coming out with the GG Tri-Strikes, and yeah, we're going to see the same comp coming back out from Riptide with the 1-0 lead. I'm excited. Who do you think is going to be the MVP of this game going into it?
I'm not really sure. We could see Redlu go hard as they did on the last game, the last set. That's definitely possible, but it's hard to tell because all these players are really good.
Most definitely agreed.
Now again, I do want to bring up the cons. I'm sorry for talking over you, but I do.
No.
Oh, never
mind.
Do. Okay, no, never mind. I'm not going to talk about what I was going to talk about. There's a wipeout. There's a wipeout.
Yeah, we saw. I wasn't sure if that was a wallbang from the bomb on the bubble or what. I think a few too many people peeked out from it, but man, this is going to be a good push from Onigiri. Look at that. All 4 specials already. They got the juice already out and the other 3. That's crazy.
Now again, we have strikes online right now. If you're anyone on Riptide, don't stand on the tent again. As I want to bring up again, that's very deadly for strikes, but that doesn't matter anymore because the strikes are dead. And now we're gonna see Riptide walk back into mid now. It could just be the one person. Well, it is just the one person. Never mind. We're not gonna walk back into mid right now.
So I want to hear what you had to say about the comps. I'm curious.
The comps, it was the strikes thing.
Oh, I see. About Tricks. Okay, yeah. No, I think that was a good move for sure. And I mean, both of the fights in neutral that we've seen, Onigiri has been able to win those quite effectively, as we see a nice pick there. insane from Koi Koi, trying to roll in here and create an off angle here with that forge. Just going to get picked though and go down, as 2 go down for Riptide, and it looks like they're still on tower, but you got to hop off and get back to your base, but otherwise you're going to get picked. Oh, they're stuck in vac here, but who else but Redlu sweeping in from behind to get the pick?
Yeah, everyone on Riptide was very separated, so that allowed Forge to get 2v1s. Everyone else gets picked off as well. That was very difficult for Riptide to come back with. But now they're together, but they just gotta fight. They just gotta fight it out. And they have Zukas. They have their Booyah coming out. Doesn't get anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, like you're saying, it just seems like Riptide is super split. We saw that Booyah come out in the far right, isolated after they were already 2 down. So Onigiri is able to eat that up, take advantage of it. But a pick for Onigiri there. It looks like, oh, for the first time, numbers have gone in advantage of Riptide as the pencil has to kind of scamper back here. They might be able to get a push. Let's see how well Onigiri can stall. They were coolered up, so they are going to be back super fast. But that bubble could flip the lead here.
I'm sorry to inform you, Sofa King, but that cooler was only for the pencil. No one has taken a sip of the energy drink.
Nobody grabbed it?
Nobody grabbed it. It was just a pencil. That is
unfortunate.
I would have just like taken the L and just painted it and spun. But I mean, Riptide's holding this very well. With the bubble, as I said before, you can put it on the tower and it just works. We have coolers out again. I don't even know. Oh, they are picking it up this time. Okay.
We like to see that. That's good. It's trying to hold this checkpoint is crucial. They are not able to clear it, it looks like. So a very good push, but a push. I mean, I think it's still beatable in this final minute here.
Redlu running back into mid, very fast with that tacticooler. And oh my god, the picks. Oh my god, the picks.
We love the wall, the bomb off the wall.
I love
1 minute left.
As a Tri-Stringer player, I love doing that. I can just fire at the wall and they die. It's funny.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do because people just don't expect it, right? It's so funny when it happens. It's like, bruh, that's what were we saying? A frame 1 insta-lose is peeking a wall against somebody who's a lethal bomb. So I mean, we're looking at the GGs here too. On Riptide, you know that Onigiri has to be thinking, all right, we have to make a push here. We have to do something about this forge that's going to be able to just end the game whether we want to or not. But that Booyah's going to be popped now. Oh, I think they're still going to have a lot of special charge though. So they're still going to, you know, they might have almost wanted to let that Booyah come out so that they wouldn't get another one. That was maybe a bit of a misplay there. They're going to have to try and pick this forge as it comes back out of the spawn near instantly here.
Riptide is also going to have to get that Zuka out. Again, I've been saying frame 1 insta-lose, or they could just go fight tower. They can go fight tower if they want. Never mind, that's a wipeout. Riptide's going to take game 2.
Crazy. Now we saw Onigiri being pretty dominant throughout most of that game until Riptide got that one push where, you know, like you said, they missed, Onigiri missed out on the juice. They couldn't come back quickly. And then they lost out those happy positions on Switch, on Tent. They weren't able to contest those, and that tower was able to glide all the way to 35. And I mean, Riptide took advantage. That one mistake, they were just able to sweep in and make a show of it here. And now Onigiri, the team who came into this into this set only having lost 1 game all day, has lost 2 against Riptide, who is knocking on the door of an LSL championship.
Now Onigiri's back up against the wall as we go to Sheldon, as we go to Ammo Knights, which I think the map is way too hallway-esque, personally.
I'm with you there. What if this map was literally just like in the training room and it's just like a Rainmaker thing where you just like swim for like 2 seconds and that's the dunk? How horrible of a map that would be. That would be like Black Belly from Split 1 and Split 2.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna make a map prediction. What if this is Manton Rainmaker? What if
we would see, yeah, it would be a mirror of the other set, right? I'm interested.
Hold on, did I pick? Hold on, I gotta know. Did I pick this right?
The Prophet, perhaps.
Am I?
We'll see. I'm
Am I the
interested to see what
all-knowing?
we'll see. I mean, I think that the Manta Rain did go pretty well for them, obviously, in the last set. But I also think that they're thinking, man, we got to change something up. We got to do something about the bubble. We got to do something about the way that Riptide is just able to sweep in with the Forge Pro. I think that they're just getting outranged right now, which is kind of weird to say because Kaiko on that Squeezer is doing really well. But I don't know. I think that's their main issue right now, why they're down 0-2.
I think a bigger reason is they have to get rid of the bubble if they want to do their double Zuka. I was wrong. We're on what the
Wait, was that Kelp Dome? did I see why Rainmaker Kelp Dome? Jub, do you know something about the next content patch that we don't? Is Kelp Dome coming to Splatoon?
Oh my
But
God.
no, it'll be Rainmaker on Museum.
I didn't know we
That was
had.
so funny.
I didn't know we had a Nintendo executive just drop that.
You heard it here first, folks. Kelp Dome is coming in Drizzle season.
Wow.
That is so
Wow,
funny.
I was not expecting that. But now we're on Rainmaker on Museum. I did predict the mode. I got half of it right.
Yeah, you were spot on with the mode. Do you think that this is the right pick for Onigiri to take a game back here?
I think for Museum specifically, if they take their wide angles, Zuka could be very strong here. They do have to watch for the left flank though. Maybe the shot goes there. I don't think the Forge Pro will go there. I don't think the pencil, obviously, no, not the pencil. The scope. What am I saying? The charger is not going to go there. And the junior will probably not go there either, so it might be their shot. They have to watch for that. I watch for that all the time whenever I roll out on this map.
I can see that for sure. I also think that that's valid because we've seen Riptide take like a wide spread when they're in neutral, as we saw in Hagglefish. Like they've got one person on each street, they've got one in mid, so they like to cover all these angles. So I definitely think we're going to see a left drop from them, or a right drop rather, if you're Riptide, in the early going for sure.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know. I think Riptide's been holding it perfectly with Coolerless. Been putting on a show. I think if they just hold on to this, they're definitely running vanilla charger again for the vac. But okay, they switched up the T-Tech for the Stamper now, which I think has helped them quite a lot, and it does give object damage. But I do want to point out that pop does not matter. There's no paint. Look at this.
Look at that.
There's absolutely
it
no
just got the mid spinning. Not even the sides of it.
This is sad. That's sad. Even
a nice start from Onigiri. Getting a double early on as we see Trix trying to press up.
Nice start. They could 100% just run this right now. They have the spinner in their favor, but I guess they just don't want to do it. They're gonna hang out in the corner.
Yeah, they were able to get kind of split by the Zook in the bubble there, which really slowed them down. But that's okay. You can take your time. As you see the pencil going down, you're going to try and get that traded back out, which you do. Now, one thing we haven't seen on string yet this set is Redlu going off with the Zuka, trying to find something. Not quite able to find a pick. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, as of right now, there are 2 down right now. They lost both their Zukas. Now all Riptide has to do is just show off their technical skill and just say, we're better at the video game.
Ooh, we're going to see a bubble to try and confirm the check here, which will almost certainly work. I don't see any yellow by it.
That's definitely going to do it.
There it is.
Definitely going to do it. The junior skirmishing?
I kind of love to see it, honestly. Shiro obviously is so good on that weapon. It's Fire Wave. Ooh, looking at midline v midline, but the Stamper is going to come in, get a nice pick. Now, Coast, I think when we saw in semifinals, the Stamper was just so powerful for Onigiri here. I think that might be their key to trying to get back into this one.
They definitely have to play around that. But if they're just gonna let them keep running, it's gonna be hard for that Stamper to just be its privileged main weapon that it is.
Oh, I forgot. You're a Stamper hater. You're happy about that one. The Stamper getting picked by a cheeky bomb. But Onigiri, man, that push to 32. Now we've been talking about this on Manta. We're going to talk about it on this map. Is 32 enough to win on Museum?
100%. For Museum specifically, you see it a lot more. You see a lot more like 30 pushes, and I've had higher level people confirm that in their own tournament sets and scrims and things like that. 32 could end the game right now if Riptide plays it well, which I think they can. And they're showing it right now. 2 are dead, 3 are dead. Never mind, there's no wipeout. Redley's gonna have to save the game again. Unfortunately, they can't.
Yeah, look at all that blue. Holy smokes, as Riptide is a little over 2 minutes away from winning LSL outright. Onigiri has 2 specials online, including Red Luzuka, which is going to come out looking for the rain. It's going to find one. Crossfired by the other Zuka to get 2 down on Riptide, and Shiro's the last one will be picked as well. And now it's just the charger for Riptide in mid, as Red Lu is trying to chase up. Oh, finds MLC as well. And now they're building up for a push of their own, but they still have to clear check.
See, this is the power of frame 1 insta loses. You just pop them and you win. And look at this. Now we have Red Lu back in mid. Definitely Onigiri's strongest warrior right now, along with because they could break this check right now. Two are down for Riptide. They break the check right now.
Oh my gosh, just the charger. If they go fast, this could be a lead flip here for Onigiri. You've got to grab it now, or
they
you try and bait
right
the
now,
back out.
the ink vac.
Oh, if you can swing through, you're 10 points away. Oh, they couldn't quite get it. They're 2 points away with only a minute left. But Squeezer's the last one up. You've got to try and keep Plaid if you can, but it looks like Onigiri has been pushed out of it. The Rainmaker's going to be making a mad dash forwards here. Coast, that was a crazy, almost lead flip.
I'm with you on that one, 100%. I've been saying this a lot. This meta is just a bunch of gambling. But if you're able to outshine with your skill, look at that. Riptide has advantage again. 40 seconds left in the game. All they have to do is just hang out in mid and not let them enter. That's all they have to do.
One pick goes in the way of Onigiri, though. Traded out, we see that Stamper. As trades are not what you want from Onigiri right now, we see another one at the top of your screen there, as MLC is probably trying to look up to build a GG Vac just to be in the Rainmaker's way. A great pick on Kaiko will remove Azuka from the side of Onigiri, which is crucial, as MLC is trying to just hold ground here. We see a nice bubble holding down the right. Oh my gosh, a crazy Zuka. It looks like LSL is about to be decided. Riptide grabs it in the end, a 3-0 sweep. And Riptide are your champions for LSL number 41.
GG's on getting the ban with a 3-0 as well. I mean, no, I've seen like full blowout wins for tournaments like these. But this was awesome just to see coolerless.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. To see a comp like this that's able to beat a comp that has, you know, that double Zuka, that cooler, the things that everybody's complaining about online. And I mean, there's something to be said for momentum too, right? Like, I think Riptide coming out of that semifinal set with a game 5 win, I mean, your spirits are probably soaring, right? With a tough set like that, you're able to pull through, rolling into grands with all the momentum on your side. And I mean, we just saw them able to just play super together, super well. They got a bit tripped up in the beginning of game 2, but were able to recover. And honestly, it seemed like smooth sailing for them. GG's to them.
100% GG's. That was very exhilarating. Could have had a charge stringer though, maybe. Maybe.
We gotta get more tri-stringer rep for you. I love that. Less Stamper, less Zuka. More tri-stringer for Coastline, please. This has been a formal request, everybody. Please.
I need no bazooka back, Chara. This is my message to you. Bring it back, please.
Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations once again to the winners of Little Squid League 41, Riptide. Now, Coastline, where can we find you between now and your next appearance on the mic?
Well, I'm everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, at Coastline_Bell. I still have to consult with my team, but I may be streaming Squid Junction later today at 7 p.m. EST. and I'm also gonna be going to Gridlock. So if you wanna meet me in person, and talk about Tri-Stringer in person, just look for a guy with a guitar. I'll let you take a picture with it.
I love that.
Now, what about you? Where can we find you, Sofa King?
Well, thank you, Coast. My name, once again, is Sofa King, captain of the Whip Rays. Can be found on Twitter at Sofa King Stream. I can also be found at Gridlock if anybody would want to come hang out. I'm going to be playing in a pickup with one of my teammates and, a couple other cool folks. And also a big shout out and thank you to Jub for continuing to implement these new production and stream elements for this event. And hopefully today's tournament was super fun for everybody. We are going to be rating Shmeeb's Party Wheel. If you're excited for a really fun gimmick event, please stay tuned because we're going to shove you right on over to one of the silliest events in our scene. But we will see you next time in a few weeks for LSL number 42.
That's facts. See y'all later. Goodbye. Get out of here. Go watch Party Wheel.